Good afternoon, people. So, I got a lot of questions about my Cannondale Uber V build, and a lot of people are wondering what parts to get and what works and what doesn't. So, this is my Uber V. It has 24-inch wheels at the moment because, I was making it for my son because he really likes the retro stuff that he's fixing up all the time. So I was trying to make this. It's a frame is medium. It's an old Cannondale Super V 400, and most of the Uberish stuff has been done on it. So I'll get into some detail in order to help you find parts or to prevent you on making mistakes. So, as far as I know, it's only a Uber V when it has, of course, the non-standard headshock fork and the famous Jackal rear arm. Why the Jackal rear arm? Everybody asks. Well, this is the original Super V, the VSL fork. Also, still has the V brake stuff. So this is from because my Super V is from 1998, as far as I know. So it's a later model, and it also doesn't have the crappy box version and stuff, or the top mounted shock. So this is sort of the only configuration Super V that really works with Ubering it. So as you see, the difference is the shock mount is here on the front, and with the Jackal rear arm, you can see it's like in the back. So that difference between this and that gives, of course, a much larger space in length to place a larger shock, because the original Fox shock that was fitted, this one, as you can see, it's of course, a lot shorter because it's like a 150 millimeter in length. And the shock that I placed in here is a Fox Float factory DPS of 190. So yeah, that's some extra space, which of course you can kind of catch up using a jackal fork. Of course, you have to be careful not to use like too long, because that messes up the geometry, and also the arm will start bashing against the bottom of the frame. So this is kind of the max you can do, unless you do a more radical modification, which I still want to do, and that is cutting the droplets here. So that means that you cut this one off, and this whole thing moves in this direction, of course, to the level that's still possible. And that means that, yeah, you cut new hole in here and on the other side, and you cut away this part of the mount, because yeah, this thing will not fit when this is not cut off. So yeah, that's the last thing I want to try, to see if I can increase better geometry overall. The Fox Talas, also a question I get a lot is, can you only use one eighth headset? No, because the original head shock is 1.5. That will kind of fit any tapered headset, because yeah, it's a 1.5 here, 1/8 here. So this has the normal Cannondale reducer, and a standard Chris King headset I still had laying around, and just a deity stem on it, as you can see. So the bottom part is then, I think, a 4940 bottom cup, and that fits perfectly into the frame. Some people say like the Cannondale is a little bit wider. It's not exactly the same cup size, but yeah, I did not really encounter that. It fits perfectly. You can get them for 30 euros over Amazon, and it fits the talas or any tapered fork perfectly. Also, don't have the shitty extra spacing that will increase your stack, so I can still lower it because there's spacers in here just for like testing for now. But yeah, it works quite well. The Talos is like 120 to 150. You can switch here. So that's why I also want to see what happens when I cut the droplets and give this a little bit more space at the back. Um, rear wheel replacement and anything to do with brakes. I mean, yeah, there's just a standard, I think, what was it, 135 millimeter hub. And yeah, it's just I use standard bolts on, so that's not that difficult. Um, Here is it's a 203 disc, 203 millimeter disc, and I have these new brake calipers on it, and yeah, they work really well. Quite modern. It's the TRPs. And yeah, works quite well. I mean, fits on the talas as well. Um, that's yeah, 110 by 20 uh, with a 20 millimeter axle. And yeah, what's more to say? Bottom bracket, you can just swap it out. I have a Saint bottom bracket here, and you can just use a very modern Shimano crank if you want to, or different ones. That's absolutely not a problem. The only thing you have to be careful about, if you find a jackal frame, a donor frame for just a fork, um, that means you have to save the original axle. That you can save like the bearings that are still in if they're still good from the jackal, but the axle here you need to save the original one from the Super V, because the jackal has more spacing, so it won't fit. So don't throw it away if you find one. Um, Donor wise, you only need to disable or disassemble it from the jackal and do whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, I just threw away the original jackal frame because what's the use of having it without the rear end? Um, but yeah, I found one for like 200 euros. So I mean, uh, it's just about how much money you want to spend making a Uber. But this already got like a bit out of hand anyway. So yeah, who cares then, right? So yeah, modern parts, no problem. Seat posting, steering, the taper thing, you can just do that. Just get the 4940, and yeah, the rest is kind of simple. The only thing you need to be careful about is make sure the shock fits here. You have a shock that's not too wide and still fits inside of this sort of triangle. So yeah, be sure to check if you buy one with a canister or some stuff that it still fits, because this is already quite crampy, the Fox float. But yeah, anyway, this is kind of what an Uber build should look like, I think. And apart from cutting the droplet, most of the things have been done. So yeah, all in all, find a Jackal donor. Jackal model from between 2002 and 2004 should fit with no problem on the Super V. Um, and yeah, make sure you get a Super V, a more late model like 98. But yeah, make sure it's the correct one with the VSL swing arm, and then you can make your Uber. And yeah, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment, and I'll answer anything that is not super annoying. Okay, bye.